Alright, hey everybody, it's Joe from NCP Bun Outdoors. So while I was out here cooking my meal for my last video, I wanted to do a little bit of a gear review on this Grilliput portable grill. I had gotten this, gosh, it must be like 15 years ago. There's a bunch of different companies that have a similar type model. When I Google it now today, it says Unco company, the Grilliput grill. Comes up. I don't remember if it was that brand when I got it years ago, but anyway, this is a stainless steel portable grill. It weighs about 1.25 pounds, so it is a little bit heavy for backpacking. And as you've seen in some of my other videos, I do have some of those little grill grates, right, that different companies make that you can put between two logs and cook your food on that. But I've had this around, and I figured I'd do a review of it and kind of show you how to take it apart and put together, and kind of give you an example of using this particular grill today. So I figured while I'm here, I'm just going to kind of show you how you would put this together and then use it on my campfire over there. So let's go ahead and bring you in closer and kind of show you how to put this together. All right, everybody, so I've got my mat that I usually have in my garage here, and I'm going to kind of take this apart and show it to you on my tailgate. So basically this bottom screws off. You have that piece, and then you kind of slide out, and then you have this main piece right here, and then you have the side piece, and then you have all the pieces are just shoved inside this tube, right? All right, so now you have these legs. So you take the two sides and lay them like this, and then you'll notice that there are two pieces that have this hook on them. So these are the ones that go on the end. So what you'll do is you'll see there are three on this. I should show you. So on this particular side, right, you have three holes on this top part here, right? So this piece is going to slide through there, right, and it's going to go into this hole right here on this side. See, this hole is threaded on this side. So this is one leg, and then this is for the cross piece, and that is threaded. So when you take this piece, you kind of put it through, put it right into here. All right, and then you can and then this piece just screws in. There you go. And you don't want to screw it all the way, because what's going to happen is you're going to lay these pieces across the top, and you got to be able to have them be put in, right? So if you screw it too much, right, then you can't. If you make this first piece too tight, then you can't lay in the rails. So you got to give yourself a little bit of space to be able to put those rails in, and so you can adjust. Just make this a little bit longer. Okay, and then you just lay each of these cross pieces right in there. All right, now mine are a little bit used, and mine have a little bit of bend to them because I've used this a number of times since I had gotten it. Just lays right in here. There you go. We'll just kind of one after the other. There we go. And here and there. Two left. All right. Put this one on the end. Put this one right here. All right. Okay. All right. Oops. There we go. All right. So now they're all in. So now you can slide this one in as well. Sorry, kicked the camera right there. Put that in right there, and you can see, and then this goes right into this hole right here, and you tighten that in. Screw this in. So that will pull in, and then while you're tightening these two, it pulls in these sides to keep these secure, right? So we can just tighten this one, and then we tighten this one. Go. Get it in. Keep going. Okay. That one's secure. This one a little bit more. There we go. You can feel it tighten because it pulls it in. You can feel both sides pulling in. And you see now the legs can't fall down. So now you have your grill. And then you take the leg pieces and you just put them in right here like this. And these just screw in. They may be a little difficult to get in depending on the age and the threads and, you know, little stuff in there, but they go in fairly easily. Take these two. There you go. And that goes in. And then this goes in. There we go. Perfect. Cool. Alright, and now when you flip it over, you have your grill. And there it is. And now you can put your pot or put your cook and put this over the fire. You have plenty of room under here to build a fire, and you can then cook with your stuff right on top. Now again, some of these have been heated a little bit through, and there is a little bit of a bend to them. They are pretty thin metal. I've had them under some pretty hot fires when I used them, but they still work and they're still connected. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take this over to my fire, and we're going to use my fire kit, and we're just going to make a little small fire here, and we're going to make a cup of coffee while we're out here at the woods. So let me kind of put this to use to kind of show you what it looks like in the fire pit. So stay tuned. All right, so as you can see, I'm at the fire pit here on my property, and I've just taken the grill just like it is, like this, and set it right here in the middle of my fire pit. So now I have a little bit of a grate right here where you can kind of put things on, but you got to make sure it's balanced. And this pit's been used, but okay, it should be able to sit right there, and we should be able to put my canteen cup on it right there and rest it, and it should be able to cook just fine. So, well, I'm going to use my fire kit. You've seen this in my EDC in my truck. So I'm going to use some of my fire kit pieces, and I'm going to open this up for my fire kit. Alright, now, so what do I have in here? I've got some pieces of fat wood, I've got some lighters, I got some matches. So what I'm going to try to do today, see if I can use some of this fat wood. I'm going to use my, this is my White River Ursus 45 knife. So I'm going to see if I can just use the edge of this piece of wood and kind of scrape some fat wood here. See if I can just kind of get some to come off, and then we'll kind of use that as our fire starter today. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the edge of this knife along the edge of this fat wood, and we're going to scrape off enough to get a good amount so we can use that as our starter. So you can see right here, it's just putting this little pile of dust right here, and I'm going to use that to kind of get my fire going. But for right now, I got to kind of get enough to use, so I'm just going to kind of scrape it like this and just pull off that edge and rub this down and get enough of a pile there to get a flame. And then I'm going to use these smalls to kind of get the fire started. So let me go ahead and keep doing that. Turn this. Yep, there we go. Okay, just keep building this pile right here. Fat wood. I'm just kind of building this. Just like this. Scratch it all. Okay. And this will definitely take a flame. It hasn't rained for a bit, so I'm just going to go ahead and see. And I can also kind of peel some of this off like this, but it's, you know, it's hard, and you know, you kind of get like a nice piece like that. There we go. You can use that. You can use this. Just kind of get these little pieces of shavings like this. And just kind of shave it off like this. There we go. That'll work. Okay, we'll get this. Then we'll transfer it into our fire pit here. And all these little pieces that are falling off, I'm going to get, and I'm going to make sure we put that right in our fire, and we'll get this going. That should be plenty to get a fire going. So I'm going to go ahead and put my fat wood back. All right, we'll put my knife in my holster for knife safety. Get that out of the way. And then I'm going to go ahead and kind of transfer this into right there in the middle of my fire pit. So let me go ahead and do that, and then we'll bring you right back. All right, so I've got plenty of fat wood right there that I've just shaved off. So what I'm going to try to do is see if I can get this transferred over to this flat rock right here. Kind of just put that all right there. Okay, get these pieces. Alright, I'm just gonna kind of put that right in the middle of where I want to light my fire here. Okay, so then I've got a bunch of sticks over here, there's a bunch of these smalls, so I'm gonna start layering these smalls right here on top of that fire, and then I'm going to just light it. I'm just going to take my lighter here and I'm just going to light this with a big lighter and see if I can get this to burn. So let's go ahead and give this a try right here. There we go. So the fat wood is lit. So now we got to make sure we're getting all these smalls in here. So let's see if we can build this fire up. And I'll just keep feeding this with these smalls. Now, remember, I put the grill in there, but you can take that grill out and build up your fire first. You don't have to leave that grill in there, and just kind of throw this stuff on there and get yourself a nice fire going. Cook our coffee. Yeah, I think we're good. I think that we call it now. It's perfect. There we go. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. So a little bit of fat wood for my fire kit, you know, and it's good to go. I didn't have to use my Pathfinder Infernos this time. You know, just a little bit of this, shaving that fat wood off, and use my little Bic lighter, and we're good to go. Perfect. And I'll just close up my kit, and this is good for another day in my waterproof container. Alright, so rather than watch me feed this fire for a bit, I'm going to go ahead and feed a little bit more and get that nice bed of coals, and then we'll put this grill right back on it, and then we'll make some coffee. So stay tuned, everybody. Alright, now while I'm throwing on those smalls, I can also take a piece of wood like this. I happen to have some firewood that we put over to the side there from our last camping trip, and I can take this Ursus knife right here and kind of just do this and say, yeah, I'm going to do some batoning here, and kind of use this piece of wood and kind of cut down here. Kind of try to get this piece of wood off. There we go. I can cut a nice piece like that using this knife to baton, and then kind of get some of these pieces like this and kind of lay that on there as well. So this knife, this Ursus 45 from White River Knives is pretty cool. It's a CPM 3V steel. So yeah, it was a really good knife. Picked up at the Blade Show in Atlanta last year. It's an awesome knife. So let me go ahead and keep feeding this fire. And once we have a nice set of coals, like I said, we'll use that Grilliput and kind of cook a nice little cup of coffee while we're out here. All right, we got a really nice bed of coals here. So let's go ahead and just drop our grill right here. That's perfect right there. And I'm going to go ahead and get my Pathfinder canteen cook set. I'm just going to use got my canteen with some water, and I've got my canteen cup. I'm just going to go ahead and pull this out, set up my canteen cup. I got one tab in, one tab out to lock that in. Perfect. I've got my canteen here. I'm gonna add some water. There we go. It's perfect. I'm just gonna go ahead and set my canteen right here on my Grilliput. Let's see. Where do I set that? There we go. That'll be perfect. Let's see if I can get it. Maybe it's because it's at an angle. I should have put it on like that. There we go. Yeah, that's what I should have done. There we go. Should have turned it around and put it like that. But anyway, so there's my canteen cup. I'm just going to put my lid on it. And we're just going to let that water boil. And once that water boils, we're just going to go ahead and drop in some Trader Joe's instant coffee pack. It also includes cream and sugar. So that's what we're going to do. So I put my canteen back here. Alright, put that off to the side. And we'll just wait for that water to boil. And if I need to add more wood underneath those coals, I can to get those coals to keep going. So it's not going to be a problem. If the handle gets hot, I've got a pot holder there in my camp tote. So should be good to go. Sun just went behind a cloud for a little bit, keeping it a little bit cooler. So that's awesome. So let's go ahead and see how this Grilliput works.
All right, everybody, just a quick word from some of the supporters of the channel. First Slammer Series turkey calls. They're made by a hunter for hunters. If you're looking for a new turkey call, visit www.slammerseries.com. Also, Aqua Leisure Services, LLC, serving the Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, and surrounding areas, meeting all your pool and spa needs. Science Scientists, providing a broad range of services, including wall, murals, vehicle wraps, design, print, and marketing services. Regardless of your business requirements, their experts are up to the task. Visit www.sciencescientist.com or call 919-685-7641. Also, Tactical Creations. We're a small, personalized business that's here to help you personalize items to make the gift that you give that much more special. Visit www.tacticalcreation.com or call 770-548-2691. If you're interested in purchasing any NC Piedmont Outdoors apparel or Slammer Series apparel, visit our Teespring site. The link is in the description box.
All right, let's check that. Yes, sir, it's a rolling boil. Put my canteen lid off to the side. I got my Pathfinder titanium spork right here to use to do that. Let's grab the coffee. All right, let's add the coffee in right here. If I can. There we go. All right, you got it. Perfect. Got the coffee, cream, and sugar right in there. Delicious cup of coffee. That's perfect. Let's go ahead and this handle's pretty hot, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my pot holder here and kind of grab it like this. And we're gonna sit back, relax, and enjoy this cup of coffee. So I'll give you one good look at that. And there you go, right there, the campfire, using my Grilliput grill right there. And again, when I had the other angle, I should have turned it the other way, because clearly having more support across the canteen cup like that is better than the way I had it before. So definitely should have had it like that, coming in from the side. But you know, hey, first time using it in front of a camera, so that's what you get. So I should have remembered that, but I didn't. But anyway, that's what it looks like. That's how it used. Perfect. I can use it for a canteen cook, a pot, any kind of food over there, just a portable grill like that. It works awesome. So it's just a little heavy for backpacking, but for truck camping, it's perfect. So anyway, folks, I'm going to go sit back, enjoy this coffee before I head home for the rest of the day. Got other stuff to do. So thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe, and we'll have another video for you soon. Everybody, take care.
Thanks for watching NC Piedmont Outdoors, camping, fishing, and hunting adventures.